We have got Miami Dolphin football to talk about as we preview the Dolphins heading to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. What is up, Dolphin fans? Welcome to another Dolphin Collective, the first of the Fridays where we start previewing Miami Dolphin football. Some of them we will do it on Monday, obviously, because we play a Thursday game. But for this one, we start off with the Indianapolis Colts. First and foremost, though, I do have to shout out our sponsors. We have SeatGeek, a fantastic site and app that you can get your tickets from. 28 million downloads, 70,000 events, including sports festivals, concerts. Use the promo code PHINS FINS and you get $20 off your first SeatGeek purchase. Also, we have Sleeper. Sleeper is a fantastic app that you can use. I will be using it in this video. We will pick the overs and unders for some things. You get $100 deposit matched up to $100. So 100% up to $100 using the promo code HMA. Also, if you'd like to become a member, hit the join button next to the subscribe button. You get a ton of perks like Billy Batson over here using our beautiful face, as well as at the end, your name is in the credits and you get a ton of cool perks. And be sure to check us out on the podcast form and give us 5-star ratings. So we are jumping into this right into the injury report. We have 3 outs in Ethan Bonner, Darren Waller, and Jalen Wright. 2 of them, not surprising. One of them,
not surprising.
It shouldn't be surprising at all. What's going on with Darren Waller? Let's ask the beat guys. Darren Waller, was there any ounce or chance that he would have played, Omar?
Yeah. If we put him on the Teron Armstead program, he doesn't have to practice for 3 years, and he can still go out there and play at an elite level. You guys know, me and Poupard have been something smelly up there. Something's fishy. We found out earlier this week it's a hip issue. Okay. Now, Mike McDaniel's kind of giving the impression that this hip just surfaced like this week. Oh, surprise. I'm not buying that. And I've known many players, a couple of players very on a close level who battled similar hip issues, especially the big receivers as they age. They start to have those issues with hips. And it's a slippery slope to the point where I'm at the point now where I'm not necessarily certain that he's going to be finishing the season when he starts the season.
Yeah. Interesting. Alan, what's your takes on the Waller situation?
Oh, it's just weird. And I asked a question that if this injury just surfaced now, why did he begin training camp on PUP? If the only issue was to get him up to snuff in football shape, couldn't have done that. Like, you practice him one day, don't practice him the next day and all that. They could have had a program without him needing to be on PUP. Just very weird. And the other bottom line too is, all along it was one of those, don't necessarily count on Darren Waller. Whatever you can give the offense would be a bonus. Having said that, the Dolphins very well probably should have protected themselves better once they decided they were going to trade Jonnu Smith because they don't want to pay him what he wanted. Maybe a more prudent course of action would have been, I don't know, exploring some other tight ends around the league. At one point, Noah Fant became available.
Yep.
I don't know if Noah Fant, I'm not sure what he wound up getting from the Bengals.
He did come here. He did took a visit, so don't act like they didn't kick the
tire. But they didn't sign him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a two-way street.
I'm the first one who says that all the time, Mr. Player Agent. But here's the thing, though. The thing is, he signed with the Bengals to be the backup to Mike Gesicki. So therefore, I can't imagine he got a major deal.
Hey, brother, listen. If I'm competing with Mike Gesicki, I'm saying to myself, it ain't that hard to beat this joke out.
1 year.
That's what I said.
Anyway, hold this very, very important point. The Bengals are producing a series of bobbleheads, and do not undersell the value of Mike Gesicki because he's part of that series.
Noah Fant 1 year, $2.75 million, $1 million guaranteed at signing.
You don't think the Dolphins could have gone there?
Nothing.
Dolphins paying Darren Waller $3 million. I'm not paying his backup
$2 million.
2.75. Like, listen, I don't disagree with you, and I don't think we're finished here because last I checked, they got Greg Dulcich. So
who was cut by the Giants?
Who knows?
With all due respect,
can do.
That's the other question, and I'll go to TD for this question. You can only elevate 2 players from the practice squad. One of them's obviously going to be the kicker. Do they do running back or they do tight end? Because both of those positions, we only have 2 technically playing right now. So what's your thoughts on the whole tight end situation and who you elevating?
Does it matter? Does it really matter?
Brilliant analysis that right there, TD. I mean, whoa.
I mean, it does, but does it? Like, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Darren Waller, if he wasn't going to be a, glimpse of revival, we're weak at the position. So no matter who you bring up, it's not like you're going to get a game changer or somebody who's really making an impact. Okay. In my opinion,
we haven't seen him.
We don't know. That's the Omar.
None of us, nobody, not Tua hasn't even seen him.
And that's more of the problem. Whoever it is, Tua don't even have any chemistry with them.
I agree.
So in a running back, they'll probably elevate a running back. But this wasn't even a plan. How did we get here? How did we get here?
It was the plan.
It wasn't a plan. That man been sitting on the sideline. Y'all knew something.
No, it was the plan. Here's why I think it was the plan. Hear me out on this, okay? Who is the one of the 2 coaches that he absolutely adores and says he come back to play for? Frank Smith, right?
Yes.
Who is his agent? His agent is Drew Rosenhaus, who just so happens to represent Jonnu Smith, who literally had been on the trading block for 2 months? We knew the destination was Pittsburgh. Now, did Chris Grier, in his mind, think that the Dolphins were going to be able to get Minkah Fitzpatrick in exchange for Jonnu Smith and Jalen Ramsey? Hell no. Even Chris Grier said hell no. But the minute that deal was put on the table, you think all of a sudden, wink, wink, they said, hey, Darren Waller said, you know what? I'm thinking about playing some football right now. The deal was worked out with Jonnu before he signed his deal. His extension was worked out. So Drew knew what was going on. And you think an agent is going to turn down an opportunity to go get some more money somewhere from another organization?
You're right. And that's the problem. It ain't a problem for Drew. He's just a master at what he do. But it's a problem for Chris Grier because now we got a tight end who we needed to be something that is going to be shelved. And the truth be told, we don't know how long. We've seen this story before. So,
right. But you know what? We've also seen Tua with Durham Smythe as the number 1 tight end. I think he'll be all right. I think he'll be all right.
Yeah, but Durham Smythe, at least with the exception of the year before, he actually he had a high completion percentage. He would actually catch the ball. Okay, these guys we have now, I'm not sure. You keep saying we don't know, but come on, man, I'm not sure about the room at all.
Connor. I'm riding with
no. You don't like Tanner Connor. You don't like Tanner Connor. This is.
No, he thinks I don't like him. He thinks I don't like him because I call him out and see. He's like, some people say that I don't show up in games. And I'm like, you don't show up in games. Yes, some people is me. Like you've been teasing us for 3 years. We haven't seen it in the game. That counts. But I will point out to you, if a certain quarterback didn't know how to throw, didn't have a tendency to throw bounce passes, Tanner Connor probably had 2 touchdowns in the preseason right now.
And that and a cup of coffee will get you a newspaper or something like that. Or the other way around. But by the way, Doug,
newspaper costs like $3.25 now.
No. I'm trying to revive the old joke. TD, I mean, Doug, 2 quick things, if I may. Number 1, in 2023, Dolphins led the NFL in total yards, second in scoring. Durham Smythe had the most catches for a tight end. He had 35. So it's not a big deal. Number 2, do not be surprised one bit, as I wrote on MiamiDolphinsOnTheSide.com, if the Dolphins make a move on the 53 on Saturday, because they need 3 guys. They don't need 2 guys. They need 3 guys.
Absolutely.
Interesting. Very
no
interesting.
question that I believe Riley Patterson will be active because if you put him on your 53-man roster, you're going to have to pay his whole contract for the entire season, and that's a no-go.
Jeff Wilson.
Jeff Wilson, same thing, same situation. He cannot be on your 53 week 1, or you're going to have to pay the whole bill. You want to go week to week. So I think they will personally be cutting Mr. Matthew Butler. We still haven't figured out why he's here.
Because he was good in camp, Omar. He
was good in camp. Was he better than Matt Dickerson? Tell the truth.
At the end, he was. Matt Dickerson kind of tailed off a little bit. I thought Butler really came on late.
Okay, that's fair. But if you release him, and no disrespect to Matthew Butler and his family, if you release him, the likelihood anybody's going to claim him is very slim. You could just put the Hayden Rucci on the 53 for week 1 because he's a young player. His contract is not going to be guaranteed, and then you can activate Jeff Wilson as your back. You have Hayden Rucci as your number 3 tight end. You got your kicker. And then next week, if you want to, you can go sign you could go sign Matthew Butler.
Hold on. It's after week 1, right? Not after.
Yeah, after week 1, you can sign whoever you want, and you pay it week to week. You don't have to. You don't have to be restricted. If you got four years of vested experience in the NFL, if you're on a 53-man roster week 1, your contract becomes guaranteed.
Butler doesn't qualify for that though. But he'll be subject to waivers, so you're exposing him. And just like hold on one second, just like you'll expose if you sign Hayden Rucci for just this one game, you're exposing him to waivers once you cut him next week. Though I'm not sure anybody's picking him up because he cleared waivers last week.
Doug, I would like to enter into evidence that we are playing Jenga in week 1 of the season.
Yeah.
We are playing Jenga in week 1. Move him, put him, save this, save that, cut him. Nobody pick him up, bring him. We better not lose to the Colts. We better not lose.
A lot of teams are playing Jenga in week 1. It's
really?
Yeah, like look at the Bills. They don't have their kicker for the first 4 weeks as well. So we're not the only ones.
Josh Allen.
They beat us with a 61-yard field goal, man. I feel good that they don't have their kicker, man. I feel good right now.
And while I will take the bait, or actually put it out there, do you know I put out a column on the Miami Herald about my standards for this season. I said a baseline of what I expect for every player of significance and important, and including the team. You know what my expectation is for Tua?
Tua conversation. Okay.
I know you're the one bringing it up, or you just can't.
I gotta make sure I announce who brings it up now.
Smoke. That's why I want the smoke.
Okay.
Because I want to bring this fact to the table so people could discuss it. If Tua produces another 100 passer rated season, he will become stop it, Poupard. Stop it. He will become the 3rd quarterback in NFL history to have 4 straight 100 passer rated seasons.
And the first to do it without a playoff win.
Do you know the company that he keeps?
Omar, do you know what Tua's passer rating was in the game against Jacksonville? And also along with that, what kind of performance was it? If you're going to be honest,
it wasn't a great performance.
His passer rating was on 108.9. Okay,
so listen, Tyreek ran that thing to the house. They won.
No, I'm talking about the preseason game. Tyreek didn't play.
Oh, I don't care about that. I'm moving on. I thought you were talking about regular season.
You're missing the point of passer rating. Again, you're fixated. You are completely fixated. Ryan Tannehill has
you're more fixated than me on numbers. You just don't like my numbers because they're not convenient for you. But the company he would keep is Aaron Rodgers and Steve Young. Can you imagine that? If that's the company that you keep, you deliver a 4 straight 100 pass rating season. And now, I'm not saying that's elite, but that's damn sure efficient.
It is efficient.
Okay, that's wonderful. It's efficient. Are you going to compare him to those 2 guys until we see otherwise?
One's a left-hander.
I was going to say Steve Young. That could be the trajectory he goes on. Steve Young starting on Tampa, going to San Fran.
That's the best case scenario. I mean, Sign me up right now if that's a ceiling, but
Yeah, but it
now
won't be
he's
with the
on- he's on
Dolphins.
that ride.
Listen, Tua put out a text message, and I'm fired up about it.
Are you kidding me? You believe that whole marketing crap?
the Gatorade.
He put it out. I don't care. He put it
Tua
out.
ain't do that. Tua ain't do that. He put it out. Yeah.
His marketing team did that.
He clicked send post.
Hey, long as he pushed the button, that's all that matter, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
you saw that Gatorade logo on there.
y'all think I'm playing? I actually like that because
You want Toxic Tua.
Exactly. And that's the only Tua I like. The one that put himself out there. Now he got to stand on business.
Yep.
Now he got to stand on business. That's what I want to see. So it at least gives me a little hope for him this year. Okay, you just told us what they about to find out. All right.
Hasn't Tua's slogan all year been enough talking? Like
that's the team slogan.
They talk. We do.
No, not that one. Tua's like, yeah, man. We tired of this. It's time to. It's like time to do something.
Was that 2023? The talk to me.
Yeah, 2023.
That was 2023, right?
Last year was Show Me the Money.
Sorry. No,
You know, people genuinely are upset about that. Like they're genuinely in their feelings about
this
that.
This one.
Yes.
Why?
This one.
If his
Doug,
teammates,
Doug, you are opening Pandora's box.
Doug, it's the ultimate team game, and you have your quarterback, the leader of your team, who is like, "Show me the money. I got paid. Everything's good." Meanwhile, you have Javon Holland, who's on that same field, who is in his feelings because he's looking for a contract, watching his quarterback going, "Show me the money. Come on."
do you think they didn't know he was going to do it?
What?
Do you think they didn't know he was going to do it?
No, it was a dare. I thought it was a dare.
He did it because he was
They dared him to do it.
Yeah.
Somebody was going to do it.
And Tua could have said, "No, sorry, Darryl, I'm not doing it."
And he's trying to show you Tua doesn't have this lame duck, weak personality. Everybody thinks he has. He's got a very colorful personality. He messes with me every single day. We're in the locker room. It's very colorful. He just doesn't show it to the world. He only
correct, because he's very reserved. And he's got a very nice personality. I didn't like it, and I wouldn't have liked it from anybody. It's about me and in the ultimate team game.
You hit the hornet's nest, Doug.
Well,
you hit the hornet's nest.
Let me say this about the show me the money thing. I kind of I'm different than Alan on this. It's not his responsibility to make it the ultimate team game. That's on the person who offered him the contract. I had a problem with them giving him the contract, but him getting his money, I was happy for him. Mm-hmm. I'm happy for any player that can secure their family for the rest of hopefully for the rest of their life. So, but that's really on Chris Grier. He can taunt his money and do what he wants. I don't have a problem with it. My thing is, you gave it to him. He has a right to. For me,
I have no problem. I have no problem with him getting the contract from his standpoint. Of course, he should be happy about it.
You just don't like to gloat about it.
No, he does not. This is consistent with him. He is a Deion Sanders hater.
Okay, let's be honest. How many top-notch quarterbacks in the NFL do you think would have done that?
If they got dared to, probably all of them. Josh Allen, the stuff that Josh Allen gets dared to do and he does, and the funny videos he makes, he definitely would have done it if he got dared to do it. Definitely.
Okay.
You know that's not his real personality. He did it because he was scared.
Can we get down to the root cause of what the real issue is?
He doesn't like showboating.
That's why I don't like Deion Sanders. I don't like showboating.
He hates Deion. Yeah. You don't not like Deion Sanders. You hate Deion Sanders.
And I love Barry Sanders because he scored a touchdown here, Mr. Official.
Deion Sanders could be bleeding out in front of Allen at a Publix, and he would probably walk right over him.
No. Prime time, if you're watching this, that's a bad joke by him. No, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Go walk past him. I need money.
I got one more thing I want to talk about when it comes to the injury report. Unfortunately, James Daniels pops up on it. What's going on with that? And it's questionable, but you go from limited to didn't practice with an ankle. Beat writers, is this something we should be worried about?
Yes, didn't see him in the locker room either after practice.
He wasn't in the locker room 2 days. It's not good. I think I heard a player talking about it. I'm not going to say that the fact that he might have caused it. I'm not gonna rat nobody out.
Eichenberg again. God.
No,
I'm just playing.
His water bottle's on the ground.
Might be right. Might be right.
Eichenberg, we walked in the locker room when Steele got hurt, and Eichenberg was like, "I'm innocent. I'm innocent." He was like, "I'm innocent. Had nothing to do with me."
Oh man.
Yeah, he knew exactly where we were going. These things happen. It's practice. It's you want. Do you want a physical team or not?
Yeah, I want a physically healthy team.
No, I didn't ask you that question.
Omar, we're not blaming them for.
I asked you if you wanted a physical team or not.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because you can have a healthy team or you can have a physical team. You can't have both.
So which one are we?
You get your point. I have no idea where your point
is.
Yeah,
Omar.
My point is, let's hope that they're practicing to be a physical team this year.
Yeah, which is going to cause injury.
Let's hope that they turn up the volume on the physicality and the violence that they play with. Because if they do, they're going to have a good team.
Well, the problem, Omar, depends on the position.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, offensive linemen are going to get hurt. Defensive linemen are going to get hurt.
No, it depends on the position of who can be physical and who can't.
I don't care. I want everybody to be physical.
You're expecting
except your quarterback.
Hmm?
Except your quarterback.
I mean, he could be physical and start running like Jalen Hurts. We just know he won't last very long. But I would prefer he not be physical.
Omar, are you expecting the offense's calling card to not be misdirection and speed and finesse in 2025?
I think they can run with power. I've watched enough evidence that has shown me that they
that's not what I asked.
But will they?
No, I think they can run with power. You put that with the finesse, you have no weaknesses, except we don't know about the tight end right now.
But the calling card is still going to be misdirection and speed and finesse. And
I don't care. Okay. Can you run with power? You add that ingredient to you add that meal to the table, and you've got a full arsenal of things you could do.
What makes you think they can?
In 2023 and 2024? They couldn't.
What makes you think they can now? I mean, what D line has showed you they can?
No. I've seen Patrick Paul. He's a powerful player. He's powerful. He's an athlete, and he moves. He moves, and I don't see a lot of people stopping him when he's moving. When all 6'7", 345 pounds of him is at full speed, you ain't stopping him. And Jonah, who I think is the weakest of the offensive linemen, he can move people as well. He's got that power pig, buckle down anchor. I'm more concerned about Jonah than a lot of people, but I've seen the left side, particularly in Chicago, they ran well. Now, the right side, I know that they can run because Austin Jackson is your strongest run blocker, and James Daniel, the strongest aspect of his game is his run blocking. So if you put those two together with Aaron Brewer, who's not necessarily a power player but can get to the second level and take on linebackers and get downfield and create those creases, you put that together, you should have an inside run game. You should. Now, does that change that you're going to be an outside zone running team? No, but if you put that power game, the inside zone with the outside zone, you can be unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
Did I stutter?
No, you did not stutter. But
they were unstoppable in 2023. Why
they were not unstoppable, and they were unstoppable, or they were difficult to stop until they faced good teams on the stretch.
Or until they got injured.
And we're going to come the injuries.
Oh my God. Omar,
Tyreek Hill, Raheem Mostert.
Omar,
those are kind of important injuries.
I'm going to be honest with you. I dread saying this, but you were living rent free in my head today. No, you truly were.
When I called you a troll earlier on social media?
No, you trolled to call me a troll. I know you know. But anyway, you were living rent free in my head because when I got the Waller news, then I got the Daniels news. I don't know what was in me, was getting nervous about the Colts game. And I just keep on hearing, if we lose this game, the injuries, and just hearing you say the injuries, when are we going to stop making that an excuse?
That's no excuse for lose.
All right. I just want to make sure we got that on record.
By the way, can we stop underselling the Colts for a second? It's not
why?
Because they're not a terrible team. All you guys are focusing on is Daniel Jones. Look at the rest of their roster. There's some talent on there.
Man, we beat them by 40. Stop that.
Okay.
Well, a lot of people think that the Dolphins are going to lose this game. They're not picked unanimously in Miami. So a lot of people are thinking the Dolphins are underdogs. 1.5 points. So
I thought we just went up on 1 point.
It keeps
Still
moving back and
underdogs.
forth.
It's about getting people to bet. Figure out what way you get people to bet. I will tell you, especially if you use the sleeper app, that Malik Washington, go with over. Go with over.
All right. Well, let's get to that, and then we'll make our pick.
Go with the over. I think the last time I saw he was going 1.5 catches and
I saw 16 yards or something.
Yeah, 18 yards. I think it was kept going up. Oh, go with the over.
Let me go my sleeper then.
We're gonna do this quick. I'm gonna give you the stats. I'll pick one of you guys. You give me the over under, and we'll do this. All right. TD Devon Achane, 59.5 rushing yards. Over under.
Under.
Allen, Jonathan Taylor, half a touchdown. Over under.
Over.
Omar, Tyreek Hill, 69.5 receiving yards. Over under.
Over.
I'm giving this one to TD. Tua Tagovailoa, 241 and a half passing yards. Over under.
Over.
Allen, Daniel Jones, 200 passing yards. Over under.
Under.
Omar, Ollie Gordon, half a touchdown anytime. Over under.
Under.
Yeah, that one's tough.
Yeah.
And then we will end with let's do Malik, since we brought that up. Malik Washington, TD, 18 and a half receiving yards. Over under.
Over. It's over. It's over.
Yeah,
you gotta go.
Yeah.
Go over. Go over.
This will be the last one. This is for Omar, his favorite player, Westbrook.
No, he's not my favorite player.
This one is for you. With your favorite player, Westbrook, half a touchdown anytime. Over under.
Anytime this season or anytime in the game?
Allen, that ain't right. Ooh, that's like no hope.
Joking.
But yeah, that's what you can do on Sleeper. Go check it out. It's super fun. There's also a pick'em league and all that stuff. Go check it out. It's super fun. All right, real quick, and then we get to the donations. Predictions for this game. I think the Dolphins win this one. I think that the pass rush gets after Daniel Jones. Last year we had a 9th ranked rush defense. We don't have Calais Campbell, but we added players. I really like the way the linebacking core is playing. I have the Dolphins winning 24-10. Omar, what's your score prediction?
I am at 24-17. I think you need to watch out for Xavier Howard because he knows Tua like the back of his book. And he knows the throws Tua can make and Tua can't make. And he will certainly be playing the plays that Tua can make. But ultimately, I think the Dolphins have too much talent right now and they're highly motivated because if they take a loss this early and the season starts to unravel, we could be talking about a new coaching staff by week 5.
Yep. Alan?
Okay, you want to talk motivation? I'll give you motivation from the Colts standpoint.
Oh, did we lose Alan?
Oh, no, you're there.
You're back now.
You're there.
I mean, okay, I didn't lose my. Okay, then I'll repeat it in case it didn't come across. This is the first game the Colts are playing at Lucas Oil Stadium since their owner died. If you want to talk about, if you want to go the motivation route, this is a team that has not won an opener since 2013. If you want to go the motivation route, I think you guys are massively underselling the talent on the Colts. And you mentioned Xavier Howard. By the way, he's the 3rd best cornerback on that roster right now. Because Tarvarius Ward is better than him, and Kenny Moore is one of the best slot corners in the NFL, is better than Xavier Howard. You can make all the faces you want.
The universe has Tarvarius Ward been better than Xavier Howard?
I didn't say been better. I'm saying right now Tarvarius Ward's a better player than
Xavier's not in shape.
So, Alan, you're taking the Colts on this one?
I actually do have the Colts. The Dolphins, by the way, let's remember last year they barely got by Jacksonville in the game they probably should have lost. And again, I think the Colts are going to do everything they can to minimize what Daniel Jones has to do. Jonathan Taylor did not play in the game last year between the Dolphins and Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And I think he's going to be a problem for the Dolphins. I think it's going to be close by like 2017 or something. But yeah, I have the Dolphins coming out. The
Dolphins will win this game 34-13. And Anthony Weaver's going to bend but not break, but we're going to get some turnovers. The pass rush is going to get to Daniel Jones, and they're going to turn the ball over and makes. I could see the defense making getting a touchdown and putting us in a field goal position in another drive. 2 big drives for the defense, actually turning the ball over. Tua Tagovailoa has an efficient, explosive day. I think this is an opportunity. They're going to put the whole Tyreek and all this stuff behind them, and they're actually going to air it out. And obviously they want to run the ball, but let's not forget the Colts do have some strings too. So I think that this is going to be one of those explosive games for the Dolphins. And my last reasoning for the Dolphins winning this game, the Colts are going to end the season below 500.
Okay. Here's my also reason for the Dolphins winning this game. Do you know that Mike McDaniel hasn't lost the season opener? Do you know that Tua Tagovailoa has not lost the season opener? 0-4.
All 4 of them by himself.
Do you know, more importantly, that Tyreek Hill in his 9-year career has not lost the season opener?
How about that?
So, you know,
a bunch of
law of averages. The law of averages is definitely in the Colts' favor. Then,
yeah, that's
all I hear in my head is so and so kicker has not missed a field goal all year.
Yeah,
wide right.
He's singing no hitter too.
We do got a replacement that kicker.
What happened?
Oh man, I forgot we don't have our starting kicker.
No.
Yeah. So your 34-13 becomes what now? 31-13 instead?
No, 37.
Oh, 37. Okay.
Yeah. Alan, we're gonna blow him out, Alan. You're gonna learn.
We'll find out.
I think this is a team. They're motivated to it. You know how you end all those narratives, all the things that people say about you temporarily. Yes, you're correct, temporarily. But you know, everybody thinks you're a doormat. Everybody thinks your coach is the first guy who's going to be fired. Like I think you put odds on that, right? The first coach fired. I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I might need to look into that.
Oh my god.
But I think this is going to be a team. They have not checked out on this organization. They have not checked out on these coaches, and I think that they will fight for them like it's a last stand. They need to, because it is a last stand.
Yep.
Maybe.
Before we get to the donations, 641 beautiful human beings in here. Be sure to hit that like button. We're at 210. Hit the subscribe button. We are less than 200 subscribers from 8,000.
8,000.
We are getting up there, man. We've only been doing this for like what, 4 months, 4 months,
3.5.
Almost at 8,000.
We don't go as fast as your other podcast, Dougley. You know, for reasons unknown. But we
Anyway, JT with the 5 says, can I start Arlie Gordon with any confidence this week? What do you expect his workload to be? Don't ask me. I'm a fantasy football jinx, so ask these guys.
I would not start him.
Yeah, that's not a good.
With Achane playing, I would not start him.
They're going to ride Achane till the wheels fall off.
Correct. And of course, I mean, he had a injury in camp and maybe.
You don't think they limit him just to make sure he's good?
Mm-mm.
I don't like that.
They're going to see if he's good first and then adjust. They're not going to like.
As long as those wheels don't fall off.
Right. John with the 5 says, if the Finns were to get 2020 and 2021 draft capital for 26 and 27, do you trust Greer to draft well and get McDaniel his own?
Hell no.
He messed it up one time. You got to do it again.
Hell no. He messed it up more than one time. Hell no. Hell no.
No. And this is supposed to be McDaniel's quarterback, hence him getting the job. No.
How you gonna get that capital?
You have to trade everybody who's good on your team.
Do what we did in 2019.
You're not getting that capital.
You could get it. You could get it.
Where you gonna get? Who you gonna get?
You don't have.
You'd have to trade Chop probably.
Chop ain't bringing nothing back.
Chop's not getting you a Tunsil guy.
Well, no, it's one of them. Hold on. There's names that you have to trade.
You could trade Minka and get something. You could trade Chop and definitely get something.
Yeah,
you could trade Jalen Waddle and get something.
Well, but what's something they had
a whole bunch of.
You got to trade a lot of. You got to trade a lot.
Yeah. You got to sell the farm to get what.
But you know what? I don't believe that building that way is beneficial from this standpoint. When we got to that point, we couldn't afford to retain everybody that became free agents.
Yep.
So you can't stagger everybody in the same class. Like
3 first rounds is hard to keep. It's hard to keep. You know, they all hit that 5th year or not in the same year. We were lucky that Noah didn't really pan out, so we don't have to do his 5th year or pay him.
No, we just paid a cornerback. Noah was supposed to be the reason you were able to cut Xavier Howard. He wasn't, so you had to pay Xavier Howard $20 million.
Yeah.
So it's you know,
still worked out.
It's you know what solves bad organizations? What solves the Dolphins' problem?
Money.
Actually, draft better.
Yeah, that'll fix everything.
That'll fix everything.
You have a nice, healthy rotation.
You cash on hand every year.
Desperate. What was it? Baltimore, and understand Baltimore plays by different rules than we play by. They do. I mean, it's Ozzie Newsome. It's Harbaugh. It's they play by different rules. They had 5 undrafted rookies make the team, and you know what kind of financial blessing that is. Hell, you go back to Zach Sealer's draft. I believe somebody, I forget who put up the statistic where every single player in that draft got paid big money. Like you're talking about a 7-round draft.
And he was in Baltimore, wasn't he?
Yep. Yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about. The Zach Sealer draft in Baltimore.
What year was that? 2019?
2018.
2018.
Listen, you gotta get and obviously Ozzie Newsome is if I could pay Ozzie Newsome $20 million to come run the Dolphins, I would have done Steve Ross would have done that already long time ago.
So that 2018 draft, Hayden Hurst first pick, Lamar Jackson the other first, Orlando Brown Jr. was their 3rd, Mark Andrews was their 3rd rounder, Bradley Bozeman was a 6th rounder. Deshaun Elliott was a 6th rounder. Zach Sealer was a 7th rounder. Wow.
Talk about a draft.
Yeah.
Man, we need man.
New GM.
Off that man $30 million a year.
Phil Jones with the $50 donation. He's got a trivia question for Poopar.
Oh, he's gonna kill
the guy that knows everything. Which current Dolphin threw a 32-yard touchdown in their Super Bowl appearance?
In their Senior Bowl.
Sorry. Omar, you were wondering which non-quarterback can throw. Well, here's your answer. Dougley knows this from my comment on his channel.
Doing a very quick run through in my head. I don't want to spend like a bunch of time going over every single position. That's going to be boring. If I'm going to throw out a name, I'd say D. Eskridge, maybe.
I don't remember the answer to the question.
Which current Dolphin threw a 32-yard TD in their Senior
Bowl appearance?
I'm going with Zach Wilson.
But he says, Omar, you were wondering which non-QB can throw. Well, I think that's the clue that it's
keep an eye on the chat. If Ollie Gordon is the answer. Ollie Gordon
to a touchdown
in the Senior Bowl.
Ollie Gordon was in the Senior Bowl?
Yeah.
There you go. Smart James with the tenor says 400 passer rating season doesn't tell the full story when you're throwing bubble screens and pitch runs. It should be a coordinator stat more than a QB stat in Tua's case.
Thank you.
Only in Tua's case.
Next time, put Omar name on the back of it.
Resident Buffalo Bills fan.
Lino gonna put Omar name.
Lino with the 20. He said,
please block him, man.
Please, can the stupendous, extraordinary, exceptional, non-toxic Finns reporter Omar let TD know the Finns have no shot in hell to take the division from Buffalo. P.S. Doug, you can make a friendly wager on the game. I'll make a friendly wager on the
Actually,
game.
Lino, I disagree with you from this standpoint. I sense a little bit of weakness in Buffalo. They got issues, they got injuries. Now they got a good front office that's able to draft and develop players. But I'm sensing a little bit of weakness in that secondary. And all it takes is one Josh Allen injury to derail your whole season. And I swear to God, Josh Allen since 2018 has been the healthiest quarterback in the NFL, despite playing like he's a fullback. Someday it's going to swing the other way. Someday.
Did Ben Roethlisberger ever sustain a big injury?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He had concussion issues, I think. Did he not?
Because that man, Ben Roethlisberger and Josh Allen kind of play that same style.
You know why they call Ben Big Ben, right?
Because he's big. His name is Ben.
He was literally a fat man. People don't know this because
6'5", 240 pounds.
He was not no 240 pounds. Trust me. He was I swear to God, he was closer he was closer to 280. I remember I went in Pittsburgh's locker room one year for some reason. I don't remember why. I think I was maybe hunting wide receivers. I honestly don't remember why. And Ben took off his chest plate, right?
Mm.
And all I see is fat just falling. He's like huge. He is a fat man. That's why they've called him Big Ben. And y'all just don't know. He was a fat man. Under all that padding, he was fat.
He's like those big boys that like are just incredibly athletic out of nowhere. But you're like, how? Like, you ever see those big guys play basketball and they're just like shooting threes and but they're like big, like an offensive lineman big.
Could take him down when he was running because he's close to 300 pounds.
Yeah, he's he's a fullback playing quarterback.
He's not a fullback. He's an offensive lineman. He's
Josh Allen's not. Josh Allen's not.
No, Josh Allen's a lot slender, so you got to watch out, man.
Oh, you talking about Josh Allen?
Yeah, he's got to watch out.
Josh Allen's a game manager, by the way. So, yeah,
you said it. It's Smarty James again with the fiver. Said they got stuffed by the Bears backups. Defensive line, 4 straight goal line attempts, but Omar thinks they can run the power.
Correction. They got stuffed at the goal line with their worst back on their roster, trying to prove something to themselves.
Dude.
But it's not a back.
If you see the play, first of all, I'm going to take your side on one.
Yes, Jonah got blasted.
I'm going to take your side, and I'm going to set you straight on one. Number one, it wasn't on the running back. They had no shot. But number two, he got stuffed, not 4 plays, because the first down was from the 8 to the 2-yard line. So there.
There you go. Well, Edward with the tenor said, I hope that you all know that Tannehill's stats and Tua stats being with the Dolphins the same amount of time, Tannehill is better. If it wasn't for the 2023 season, Tua stats would be terrible. Why are we going to I hate when people do that. If it wasn't for this, let's take out this. How about we take out the bad things then? If we're going to take out the good things, like when I talk about the Bills game in 2022 where Tua did really well. Well, if he didn't throw that pass to Waddle, like why is that a thing where we're like, well, if you take out 2023,
you know what I was taught once? I don't remember who taught it to me, but they said when you want to know what a player's performances, you take out their 2 best and their 2 worst performances and you average that out. I have no idea where I learned that from, but it's one of those many things of people have shared knowledge to me, and it's fairly accurate. You take out their best and you take it.
Can I go on record for the previous question? No, I don't. Tannehill's not better than Tua. Come on.
He is, Alan. Stop that.
No, the numbers.
Honestly,
I'm
do you
surprised
think
you haven't
Tannehill's better than Tua?
Scholar better. So why you gonna ask that?
What did you say? I missed out.
He said Skyler's better.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyway, Lewis with the fiver said, fun fact, since McDaniel got hired, the Dolphins have led the division and been undefeated the first 3 games every season when Tua plays healthy. I'm going to keep knocking on this wood. You guys keep jinxing us over here. Randy Rogers with the tenor says, enjoying everyone's different perspectives. Is not the test for our team still the same, winning against the team with playoff potential? Yes, 1,000%.
Test is produce a winning record. Get to the playoffs.
We can do that 100 years in a row and amount to nothing.
It'll start there.
Well, there. You got at least some chance of winning if you do it 100 years in a row.
Who would have thought Washington would have advanced as far as they did in the NFC last year? Start somewhere.
I mean, he was a rookie quarterback. That's why nobody was saying. But when you saw how he was playing, oh yeah, they going.
Oh my! They also beat the Eagles in the regular season.
I saw that.
They started to show. They started to show that. Oh yeah.
We'll see. This is the year. You got to prove it.
Tua Tagovailoa beat Baltimore.
No, the Dolphins did Baltimore. Could you stop it?
Not in Baltimore.
Yeah,
No, the
week 2?
Dolphins and we're gonna go through that again. Sure, go ahead, guys. You can have it. Tua by himself and
There you
Tyreek running.
And then if he loses by himself,
when
he'll
we
win
put
by
these
himself.
losses on them, they're
No,
on.
I don't put losses on
But when
him.
we put the wins on them, they're on the team. You see how the game gets played?
Only thing that matters too is gonna have a great season this year. He's fired up, he's confident, and I want to see it transform on the field.
That's his whole mentality. He's like, enough talking. Let's
do it. Smarty James with another two where he said, when it comes to the linebacker room, I'm a huge gay guy. You got me to say that, just so you know. So that now could be clipped of me saying that. That is the downfall of being the host of this show, is I have to read this.
Well played.
I don't get it. Can you explain, Doug?
No. The Foo family with a $20 donation. Question for Alan. Was Shula, and you know what's funny? The guy who makes our shorts, shout out to him because he does a fantastic job. He is going to make that into a short. I know.
We're gonna clip that. We're gonna clip that.
Question for Alan. Was Shula ever on the hot seat? I feel like Brian Flores was the only coach in recent memory that was never technically on the hot seat and wasn't fired for a win-loss more for other reasons. I remember Shula towards the end of his tenure with the Dolphins.
From fans, I don't think from the organization. But again, if you know the history, it was always said that he resigned and all that, and it was kind of Uncle Wayne wanted Jimmy Johnson to be his head coach, and it was like
a Bill Belichick resignation.
Yeah, it was kind of sort of, yeah, thank you for your service, you've been awesome, but ever on the hot seat, yeah, again, from the fans were growing restless toward the end of his tenure.
Speaking of Bill Belichick, did you see that he's not allowing Patriot scouts to go to his games?
Apparently Broncos also. I think I saw something.
Really?
Yeah. They asked Vrabel, he's like, I don't care.
Come to that.
That is a petty old man. Very petty old man. Andre with the tenor said the beef with Tua and Reek starts from Texans GM ?
You
should have elaborated.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some more on that one.
Go back and elaborate, please, because the beef.
Nick Casario, the
I don't get what Nick Casario is.
Yeah, if you're in the chat still, bud, I'll keep an eye out to see if you can.
Andrea, by the way, it's not Andre, it's Andrea.
Sorry, Andrea. Miami Vibes sent the thumbs up sticker, $2. Appreciate you. Phil Jones, $5. I stumped the staff. Haha. Omar was just saying we can power run Ollie in the Wildcat. I'm telling you.
They ain't gonna do it, but they should.
He's a rookie. They also need to trust him in the Wildcat before they even go that direction.
But they should be working on a Wildcat package.
But here's the thing, Omar. You think Mike McDaniel is going to be very, very quick to pull Tua out of the game or stick him at,
you can't have Tua standing over there on the side and then corners taking hits at him because they can be physical.
I'm sorry.
Don't have him on the field.
Your run game is a short yardage run game. If you begin the season struggling the way you did, it's time to get creative. We've done this for 3 years. Let's get creative.
So somebody corrected me and said not GM, game. So the beef with Tua and Reek started from the Texans game.
No. The
interception play, I guess.
No. Beef began when Tua embarrassed his head coach, when Tyreek embarrassed his head coach that he is in lockstep with and made it challenging, that because people don't realize at the time Tyreek said that statement, Ross was talking to, because I'm there, Ross was literally talking to the GM and the head coach, letting them know what time it was. And so everything got slowed down because all of a sudden they learned, oh shoot, Tyreek just let off a bomb. Like we got to deal with that. We got to figure out how to whatever. And all the while, I think the statement came out shortly after. Oh no, we had to wait a long time for Mike to come and talk to us, and that was because he was talking to Ross, and Ross was putting the smack down.
I think it's important because a lot of people listening, they actually have no clue what you're talking about. So for those who don't understand, what Omar is mentioning is the fact that Tua is riding for Mike McDaniel. That is his guy.
That's his home.
And Tyreek's behavior last year was a slap in McDaniel's face, and it was an attack on Mike McDaniel. And Tua's loyalty is with Mike McDaniel, and anybody who gets between that, you're a problem.
And the other guy who challenged Mike got voted off the island. And Tua had something to do with it. So
which guy's that?
I don't know. So also Tyreek been on super secret probation for a minute. But everybody knows got a better chance with Tyreek. And they know Tyreek don't mean no harm. They just know who Tyreek is.
Yeah.
And
you've been a teammate with him long enough. You know what.
You don't think for a second that was planned, because it wasn't planned. It's just
no. What you mean? That was
not planned, but you just know Tyreek.
Then when Tyreek's comments, when he's just
no, they weren't planned at all. That they were a guy who's never not qualified for the playoffs.
You know what I've come to the conclusion? I've come to the conclusion, and don't take any offense to this, TD, but TD is the Tyreek Hill of the Dolphins Collective. And when TD goes on
Twitter, know what? I need his check.
When TD goes on Twitter and says things, and people that say to me, "Can you believe what TD said?" I just
like, see, TD, it's your boy. You riding for your boy. And I'll be like, y'all don't, you are absolutely right, Doug. I have to sit here and say, y'all don't know him. He's really a good guy. He's got a good business sense.
We're backing up our man.
Tyreek speaks facts, man. I get the analogy, Doug. It ain't no lies told. Okay.
Can I suggest a new nickname for TD? We should call him Coco Tyreek.
Yeah.
Coco B. Reek.
Coco B. Reek, even better.
You are absolutely. You made a great what is it? Fix me, Poupard.
Fish.
What's going on in this parallel? Where it's like, comparison, something like that. Yeah, because I didn't see that until you said it, Doug. It's like because Tyreek gonna do some stupid stuff. You know TD gonna do some stupid stuff, and then you gotta come out. You gotta defend his stupid stuff, and you be like, "Damn,
man, you gotta hear what TD."
We gotta work on this relationship a little bit, though.
All right,
that's too funny. Lead out with another 5, y'all. Y'all do know Josh plays through injuries every year. When Tua can't play through a full season to save his life, if both quarterbacks was out all season, who's making it farther? Oh man, I can't even. Yeah. No, we
have no defense for that. Like he's a tank. Like for real. Like, but there's at some point somebody's got like I say this all the time because I covered Florida State back in their heyday, the Chris Winkie, Bull Ware, Peter Ward. I covered them when they were great, and that team's goal every week was to knock your quarterback out the game. And they had a check for when they did it. And they did it like 8 of the 11 times they played that season. I would hit Josh Allen late. I'm sorry. I would.
Advocating unsportsmanlike conduct.
Makes the season a lot easier for me.
Phil Jones with the 5 said, Dougley, you're 6'5" and therefore huge. Can't speak to the rest of your new clip.
Breaking news. Dougley do wrong.
It's funny too, because I still mention that and people are like, one guy actually said he didn't believe. No, you're not 6'5".
I don't believe you're 6'5".
I stood next to you.
I know.
We took a picture together. You come up to my shoulder. It's funny because during camp, when people would take a picture with me, they would stand up. They would go up on one of the steps, and I'd be like, "You,
you're a cheater."
Who's taller, you or Big E?
We're the same height. When we met at the MetLife Takeover, we were looking eye to eye. He was like, "You were one of the few people I can like talk to eye to eye." Yeah, I think we're the same height. We're tall men, very tall men. Cody with the fiver said, Reek said also Greer needs to add some dogs to the roster. Is that some post game? Nobody ever talks about that.
When did he say that? I think he said that on a podcast on his Twitch.
Well, he's saying he said it the same time as I'm out, that they need to add some dogs.
No. He didn't say that at the same time.
No, I think he said it. He said after like a week after, a few days after. I remember that.
Well, he said it justifying his comments on a Twitch before he went on his Super Bowl apology tour.
No, I remember this was a post game of Reek, man. We need some dogs in here, like. And
hold on, I can look it up real quick here.
I
thought that was a post game podium.
I would agree with that statement. This is a very dog free roster.
Evans 15. He said, TD, for the record, you're hilarious and we love you. But what would you rather have? Tua for 14 games or Zach Wilson for 17 games? Time to respect Tua Ringo 8 days a week.
I don't know what the Tua Ringo 8 days a week mean, but
the Beatles. Ringo Starr.
What that mean. Which would I rather have? Tua for 14, Wilson 17, or Zach Wilson for 17? I would rather have Tua for 14 games because I'm gonna get Zach for 3 anyway. So I mean, yeah, I would rather have Tua. Tua's a much superior player than Zach Wilson, in my opinion. Now, if Skylar was up there,
Devin Jordan been a member for a month. He says, "Is Waller the new Odell Beckham?" Ooh. His name is already being thrown in there with who's the receiver that we had that broke his finger? Will Fuller. Byron's name is getting thrown out, even though he played like a full season with us. Byron Jones.
His injury was a career-ending injury.
Yeah,
and I think I don't want to speak out of turn. I've seen him I saw him at a Heat game, and I spoke to him, and he basically hinted that, like, yeah, this, it was over for me, and I couldn't play anymore. And my thought is that he probably cashed in on his injury insurance, because he looks like he's in great health. He's
young, right?
He's young. He looked in great health and great shape. It's just he couldn't play anymore. And sometimes the one thing I do respect about a certain level of athlete is, and Amari Cooper is a great example of this. This game is not for the faint of heart. If it's not in your heart, this is not what you want to do. And Amari got to the doorstep of he could have just pretended like he wanted to go through the motions for an entire week. His salary would have been guaranteed, and he could have gone on IR in week 2.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't. And I respect that. I absolutely do respect that.
Yeah, because Byron Jones, first year with us, played 14 games. Second year with us, played 16 games. Like he played for us. So.
What was the injury that he suffered?
It's like a foot thing. I think he had like a nasty foot injury.
Yeah.
Yeah, he stopped. He is right. He's currently 32. His birthday is the day before my birthday, September 26th. And he stopped playing, 3 years ago? So he was young when he stopped playing.
Yeah,
he was like late 20s when he stopped playing, when he got from the injury, like you said. Crazy.
He didn't look like he had a need for another dollar. And sometimes they just find other interests.
Yeah.
Who, Byron Jones?
Yeah.
Byron Jones aired the Dolphins out when he left.
He did. the year after.
He said they kind of did me dirty. They with his injury, how they handled it with the team doctors and everything, kind of like trying to get him. Yeah, he aired us out.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people don't remember that.
Yeah, Omar, the year after, he was like, I don't know, the Instagram post or something.
They handled that wrong. They were putting him in a situation that was not right with his injury. Wasn't best for him.
I'm not disputing that. I don't remember it, but we've seen that. I say this. I heard today. I was at my chiropractor, Ian Hoffman, in Pembroke Pines. You guys should, if you need a chiropractor, good guy. And he deals with a lot of players. And he said one player's wife told him, yeah, he couldn't come to you because he has to go to the people that the team dictates for him.
Cool.
And I said to him, and he asked me, is that how it works? I said, hell no, that ain't how it works. But the player was young and he don't know any better. And you absolutely should not go with who the team is advising you to go with. You should go find an independent care physician, somebody that specializes in whatever that issue is, and have them address it. Because I'll just bring up OJ McDuffie, for instance. Certain OJ McDuffie had a toe injury. Poupard, you're better at this than me. OJ McDuffie had a toe injury. Doctors botched it, and then I think they botched it again, or something like that. And he ultimately ended up suing the doctors, and I believe the Dolphins, and won.
Mm.
I'm glad he has a healthy relationship with them now, but some of these teams, they don't have your best interests from a medical standpoint, and it's the same thing with players. And each team has a psychologist now on staff. This is league mandated. Every 32 team has to have a psychologist. The players should have an appointment slot because players do need this. The problem that players have from a mental health standpoint is, do you talk to the team issued psychologist, and do you trust that what you're saying isn't getting back to the organization? So I'm having divorce problems. I'm having alcohol problems. I'm having drug problems. I'm having women problems. I'm having
HIPAA violations.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because they can't disclose if you don't want.
They can, and they do, and that's the problem teams have. Whereas players do not trust these psychologists because they are part of the staff. So,
interesting. Miami vibes with the 5, or if you look at his icon, it's actually Josh Allen's face on a garbage can.
I was trying to figure out what that was.
When are we going to see Poop line up across Omar, get these 1v1s rolling? No one wants to see that.
We fight all the time. Nobody was.
Word of mouth with the 5er said, put 2 on the Eagles last night. Do they win? His answer is no. My answer is yes.
Are you kidding me?
Why don't you think they would have won with Tua at quarterback?
Because when he had 5 seconds to throw the ball and then the pass rush came and nobody was open, he made plays every
How do you know no one was
time.
open?
What Tua would love to just have 5 seconds to throw the ball.
I'm going to look at the film, and I guarantee you there were probably people
just love
open.
to have 5 seconds to throw the ball.
Exactly, but nobody was open. The secondary did a good job, and at the
Tua
end of the day,
somebody open. It's Jalen Hurts.
They did a good job against the run.
You telling me
they
that's
did
a
a good
top
job
3
against the
receiver
pass
unit in the NFL, and nobody was open?
Y'all gotta be kidding
unit,
me.
no weakness at tight end.
Allen, what do you want in the game? I ain't heard from
I'm
you
not
yet.
getting involved in that
Y'all
one.
gotta be
I'm
kidding.
gonna sit back and watch
I watched that game and I was amazed. I'm like sitting there counting Mississippi's. 1 Mississippi, 2
Stop the
Mississippi,
cap. This man didn't have all day the whole
He
game.
had all day to throw the damn ball.
You know what he had to do in a lot of plays that you didn't notice?
He was scrambling.
He had to move the pocket. Pre-snap, he was called moving the pocket.
He started running because it was working.
He started running, exactly. He started running because it was working, and running is his cheat code. But he had 5 seconds on like 40 plays.
Oh my! It doesn't matter. Nobody was open. So what do you do then?
How do you know when you're not showing who was open?
I want to see Tua get 5 seconds to throw the ball.
No, y'all would have been.
When have you seen this team get 2 or 5 seconds to throw the ball?
Y'all would have been here the next day. Oh, the receivers need to get open. There was 0 separation. The separation rate was the lowest in the league. Nobody was open.
Tua don't need his receivers to separate. He don't need them.
Oh, wow.
He don't need them. He just throw the spots anyway. Receiver gonna be there.
Oh, he need him to be there. He needs him to be there.
That's why you sitting up there quoting.
Every quarterback needs. All right, we're moving on.
No, they don't know. They don't.
Only 3 minutes.
He didn't need it last night.
He throws to his power. His receiver is going to be what a novel concept as opposed to.
Not everybody does it.
Oh, any decent quarterback in the NFL does it.
Not everybody. Does Daniel Jones do it? Hell no.
Daniel Jones.
Pick an elite quarterback right there. Come on, man. Seriously.
Okay, so now we put you in the elite quarterback category. I'm proud of you, Pupar.
No, I'm
proud of you.
Omar, is Tua elite?
The amount of hate that Tua gets is just hilarious.
Is that hate? Is that
hate? It is. When you look at the team,
hate just saying that he wouldn't have been able to do what Hurts did last night.
Run, yes, I agree. Run,
that was his offense. The man threw for 156 yards.
Exactly, because he decided, oh, look, me running is more beneficial because it's working.
Me running and tush pushing. Like, bro,
we're
you
not going
think this man hiked the ball and said, I'm going to run? No, he's going through his progressions. Nothing's there. Let me make something happen. Really?
There's times where he took the touchdown runs. He was like, I'm getting this touchdown. I'm running.
After the fact, nobody was open.
No,
it ain't like
I guarantee you, if you look at the film, there's people open. I guarantee you.
Well, you guarantee, Doug?
Yeah, I'll do it right after this, and I'll send you all the clips of him running when he didn't need to.
Please, y'all check us out on X. We're gonna be talking about this. Right. Yeah. And Omar don't chime in.
William with the 10 says, what's up, guys? Just showing some love. I'm excited for the start of the season. We appreciate you, my man. And Edward with the 5. The Dolphins should have kept Gesicki and Van Ginkel. I don't agree with Gesicki. I agree with Van Ginkel.
Why not?
I agree with Van Ginkel. Supposedly, the urban legend is he wanted to get closer to home. I don't know if that's
not true. Not true. His wife.
No, yeah, they didn't offer him a contract.
Said that they never offered him a contract.
His wife even said if they offered him anything, he would have stayed.
They wanted to be here,
and they didn't offer him anything. So he was like, "All right, I'm going to go to Minnesota."
Greer fumble.
Greer
unless Anthony Weaver watched the tape and goes, "He's not a great fit for what I do."
Probably.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing that would make sense.
He would have been phenomenal in this system to me.
And because just not even extending a contract offer to me is kind of weird.
I agree with you on that.
We're gonna get out of here. TD's got to go check out his son playing some football, baby. Hope your son has a fantastic game, man. Hope he has a.
We're gonna draft him, y'all. We're gonna have some saviors coming down the pipeline. Don't worry.
Go check out Omar Kelly on Miami Herald, Alan Poupart on Miami Dolphins on SITD on TD Fins Talk YouTube, and me as well on the YouTube. We will see you guys Tuesday at 7:30, hopefully recapping a victory over the Indianapolis Colts. But other than that, we out.
All about you.